My ex-husband has cancer. I'm scared for him and I feel lost. 30F, 31M. My ex and I had an 8-year relationship. We were married for 5 years. And we've been divorced for 2 years now. Nothing happened. We just wanted different things in life and we couldn't see us together in long term. We decided that going separate ways would be the best for both of us. He's been my best friend for years. And even though we weren't so close anymore after the divorce, we have a son together, so we can't just cut ties. I was dating someone else and so was he. Until a few months ago, when he was diagnosed with cancer. His girlfriend broke up with him. He lives far from his family. And I can't just watch him going through this alone. He's terrified. I'm terrified. And I've been anxious and crying non-stop. I don't have any romantic feelings for him anymore. I don't want to get back together or anything. But I do love him as a friend and father of my son. The guy the first was dating got jealous that I've been involved in my ex-husband's life and being supportive. So he broke up with me. My friends just don't understand and they say I'm being dramatic and that I can't be that worried about my ex because we're not together anymore. I'm just so lost and scared. And I don't know how to just not feel this way. Do what sits right in your heart. For your friend. And the father of your child. Romance doesn't have to have any part in a human, empathetic, adult relationship. Your friends suck. The man you were married to. The father of your child has cancer and may very well die. Do what you have to do and don't listen to anyone. He is family, no matter what. From the sound of it, you have a wonderful friend in him and you're terrified of the possibility of losing him. And that's completely valid. But for now, the best thing that can be done is support him. Be there if no one else will or can. And, even if others are there, be there still. You have time now to enjoy and appreciate what he has meant and what he means to you without an unsupportive, jealous partner refusing to see how someone important in your life going through something this scary would take its toll on you as well. I'd say take advantage of your freedom from that kind of petty drama. I'm sorry your ex-husband is going through this. From what you express, he still means a lot to you even if it is not romantically. Which if you parted in friendly terms and share a son is very healthy. He was a huge part of your life and will continue to be. I don't know if you're already considering taking care of him during treatment or something. But if you are, and worry about what others would think of it, you shouldn't listen to the negative judgment and should listen only to what sits right with you. You're not obligated to, but it's okay to want to be part of your ex's support system. Especially if he doesn't have one right now. He is your son's father after all and still is your friend. I know my mother's friend lived with her boyfriend and ex-husband. Because the ex-husband was diagnosed with cancer and the daughter's ex-wife took care of him. I think he was friendly with the new boyfriend. He passed away some years ago. But I do believe he was very cared for and that this family had completely understood that family doesn't know barriers nor divorce. Obviously, it is a hard thing to navigate, especially if you continue to have romantic relationships. But I do think it's possible. If you want to, the right people will understand and appreciate the empathy for a human being that has such a huge role in your life. Take care of yourself, your son and your friend. I'm so sorry. I'm still very involved with my ex. I've just been in hospital and she took care of me when I got out. Her new partner understands. We had the same thing as you, a great relationship. And we love each other. But just, not in that way. You don't turn love on and off. Just because he's your ex doesn't mean you should stop caring about him. Don't listen to anyone else. You do what you feel is right. There are partners out there who understand this. How I feel is that my ex is my closest friend. No one knows me better That you feel as though you cannot abandon your closest friend in his moment of need is a good, healthy thing. As someone with a long-term condition, not as bad as cancer, let me say that all anyone can do is be there for me. They can't make my condition better or make me feel happier. They are just there to hang out, cry to, be silly with. Sounds small, but knowing you have people to call on makes things so much better. Anyway, long answer. Sorry. I hope your ex gets the treatment he needs and gets the best outcome he can expect. Ps. You should think about therapy if you can afford it. It's hard watching someone be ill. Not being with someone romantically doesn't mean you cannot care about them or worry about them. You say he was your best friend for years. That you still care about him a lot. Just not like that. Sounds like normal adulting to me. Your friends don't understand that you can still care about someone you were with for years. Then that is on them. Of course you feel scared. So what are you scared about? Consider that you are worried. So what does worrying change? Have a think about what you can do. Can you help him make some videos for your child? Some kind of memory box? Birthday cards just in case? You don't say what type of cancer he has. Many are treatable. And if this isn't the case, then plan for what you can do, not for what you cannot. Perhaps you need some grief counseling or support. You have a young child who is also going to go through a lot. There are books for children about losing a parent. You are going to need someone to talk to, and that might even be a paid person. Your child might also be able to do play therapy so they can process this as well. Look at what you can do, not at what you cannot. Make plans to do things if possible, not knowing what you are scared of. I can only give general advice. Focus on other things is often helpful when wanting to distract yourself from feeling a certain way, whatever that might be. Being scared is fine. What you do with that feeling is now up to you, because it will exhaust you to keep feeling that way. So write it down. Reflect on what you are scared about. Address each part and see what you can do about it. I hope you have someone to talk to about it that isn't massively judgmental. Your child will remember how you handle this for the rest of your life. Make your choices accordingly. It is alright to mourn. We even mourn celebrities. You know this guy and he is a father of your child. Your friends suck. Maybe a therapist or a Facebook group can help. If a guy is going to break up with you because the father of your child has cancer and you want to help him, you are better off without him. It would be a really nice thing for you to help him. This also helps your son. The guy who broke up with you is a loser. Real men should not be intimidated over something like this. Personally, I'd see as a keeper for something like this. You're doing the kind, compassionate thing for him and your son. Bless you. Your choice of BF and friends are terrible because they suck. Do you not know or are friends with anyone that has any compassion or empathy for your situation? Stay strong and do what you need to do to support your friend and father of your child. It's absolutely normal to feel scared when a good friend is having health issues. And in this case, he's not only your friend but also the father of your child. You're human. Your ex is human. Why wouldn't you care? Do your friends normally lack human empathy? You need better friends if that's the case. As for yourself, have you considered therapy to help process your feelings? And also do try to support your ex in any ways you can, but don't forget your own self-care. Try to do the things that give you joy. Don't waste your time crying. Go and see him and decide what you feel is right. Forget about your boyfriend. This man is family. Do what you feel is right. What you are doing is a loving kindness. Don't stick around with anyone who is jealous of someone with cancer or going through a bad time in their lives. Honey, my grandpa and grandmother had been divorced for many years. Cheating was involved on both sides. My grandmother got really sick with a rare autoimmune disease and my grandfather was there for her. Through it all, he was there the day she died and fought to have the plug pulled because she was internally bleeding and in much pain. He loved her as a friend and person too. I completely understand what you're going through. Don't give up on him and stick to your morals. If you don't want to, don't let him fight alone. When my brother got sick, his ex-wife let him move in. For a lot of reasons, but mainly for their kids to not have to worry about him and to make it all less traumatic for them. It was one of the most compassionate acts I have ever witnessed. Not saying this is what you have to or even should do, but for their family it was what was best. My friends just don't understand and they say I'm being dramatic and that I can't be that worried about my ex because we're not together anymore. Geez. Your friends really suck and lack the bare basics of human empathy. In what universe? Is it a requirement to be a romantic couple in order to care and worry about a human with a serious and potentially terminal diagnosis? Your friends are stupid and wrong. I recommend joining some support groups for people who have friends and loved ones who are seriously or terminally ill or disabled. At least then you can surround yourself with and make new friends with people who actually have a heart, who also endure what you do. We feel what we feel. You have a history with this guy and you have a child with him. There's nothing wrong with having these feelings for someone that you share so much with. It sounds to me like you're a good supportive friend, and it also sounds as if he needs that right now. The father of your son is sick and you are being a decent person. What would have happened if the shoe was on the other foot? He should move home with his parents so that they can take care of him 24/7. His health will worsen and he needs that level of support. Obviously you can't keep him in your place. I am sorry that you and your son are going through this. Of course you are scared. That's normal. Your friends are very unsympathetic and uncaring. Certainly you would care. He's your friend and the father of your son. You were amicable and feelings don't stop when the papers are signed. Do whatever feels right to and for you all. This is a tough time and your partner's bailing when times got tough doesn't help. Be there for your ex and your son and yourself. Thinking of you all.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.